In a quiet town in Japan many years ago, there lived a woman whose name would one day become widely known, not because of fame or fortune, but because of an extraordinary experience that would leave a profound mark on the world. Her name was Sister Agnes Sasagawa, a nun whose life and visions would later be seen as one of the most powerful and mysterious spiritual events of the 20th century. Today, as we approach 2025, people are asking whether the prophecies shared by Sister Agnes are starting to unfold before our very eyes. Could the things she saw in her visions be happening now? Are the events Sister Agnes foretold many decades ago a warning for our time? To understand what's happening today, we must first travel back to the beginning, to the story of Sister Agnes herself. This is where it all began. Sister Agnes Sasagawa was born on May 28, 1931, in Japan. From the very start of her life, it was clear that she was a child destined to experience great suffering. She was born prematurely, a situation that led to serious health problems. As a result, she was small, weak, and often ill. She struggled to keep up with the other children and couldn't run, play, or participate in the activities that other children her age could. Instead, she spent much of her childhood indoors, often confined to her bed. Despite her physical struggles, young Agnes exhibited a quiet strength that would become a defining characteristic of her personality. She wasn't someone who complained about her illness or felt sorry for herself. Instead, she faced her challenges with patience and grace, accepting the difficult circumstances of her early life without question. This quiet resilience would later serve her well when she faced even greater challenges in her adult life. However, no one could have predicted the extraordinary events that were about to unfold in Sister Agnes's life. When she reached the age of 19, she underwent a routine surgery to have her appendix removed. This was a common and relatively simple procedure. However, for Sister Agnes, the surgery would take a devastating turn. Like many surgeries, the appendectomy that Sister Agnes underwent was intended to be routine. Unfortunately, a mistake occurred during the operation that would forever change her life. Something went wrong, and her nervous system was severely damaged. This caused her to suffer from excruciating pain, paralysis, and a loss of the ability to walk. For years, Sister Agnes was confined to a bed, unable to move or perform even the simplest tasks. In addition to the physical pain, the emotional toll of this condition was immense. She had been an active young woman with dreams and plans for her future, and now she found herself trapped in a body that no longer worked properly. Despite this, Sister Agnes did not give in to despair. Instead, she found strength in her faith. Her devotion to God and her commitment to the Catholic Church grew stronger. During this challenging time, Sister Agnes felt a deep sense of peace and trust in God's plan for her life, even if she didn't fully understand it at the time. She began to lean on her faith in a way that would become even more significant in the years to come. It was during this period of suffering that Sister Agnes began to experience something truly extraordinary. One day, while in prayer, she received her first vision. This vision would change the course of her life forever. Sister Agnes saw the Virgin Mary, who appeared to her in a brilliant light. The vision was clear and unmistakable. Mary spoke to Sister Agnes, offering her guidance and comfort in the midst of her suffering. This was not just a fleeting image or a dream. It was a powerful, tangible experience that left Sister Agnes feeling both humbled and awed. Mary spoke to her about the importance of prayer and devotion, telling her that her suffering was not in vain, but had a higher purpose. It was through this vision that Sister Agnes was given a new sense of purpose. She believed that her suffering was part of a divine plan, a plan that would be revealed to her in the coming years. After this first vision, the experiences that Sister Agnes had became more frequent and intense. She would see visions of Mary, sometimes accompanied by other heavenly figures, and often they came with messages of warning and prophecy. Sister Agnes's visions were not isolated incidents. They were part of a larger series of events that would come to be known as the Akita messages, named after the small town in Japan where Sister Agnes lived. The messages were given to Sister Agnes by the Virgin Mary, who appeared to her in a series of visions and spoke to her about the state of the world and the future of humanity. The first of these visions took place in 1973. During this time, the Virgin Mary appeared to Sister Agnes and gave her a message that would echo down through history. The message was one of warning and urgency. The Virgin Mary spoke about the dangers of sin, the need for repentance, and the importance of prayer and penance in a world that was rapidly moving away from God. One of the most striking aspects of these visions was the way the Virgin Mary described the state of the world. She spoke about the many threats facing humanity, including wars, natural disasters, and moral decay. She warned that if humanity did not change its ways, it would face severe consequences. Mary also spoke about the power of prayer, urging Sister Agnes and the people of the world to turn to God in faith and to seek His guidance in times of crisis. She promised that if people did so, they would be protected from the coming trials. However, if they ignored her warnings, the world would face great suffering. These visions were not just about the state of the world at that time, but also about the future. Mary spoke about a coming period of great tribulation, a time when the world would experience even more devastating trials. However, she also offered hope, assuring Sister Agnes that God's love and mercy would ultimately triumph over evil. In 1973, during one of Sister Agnes's most vivid visions, she received a startling prophecy. The Virgin Mary revealed that humanity would soon face a crisis like never before, and that this crisis would be a turning point in human history. According to Mary, the crisis would be marked by widespread confusion, suffering, and spiritual darkness. She told Sister Agnes that this period would be a time of testing for the faithful. Many people would fall away from their faith, and the Church itself would face great challenges. The prophecy spoke of a global event that would shake the very foundations of the world, but it also spoke of the triumph of good over evil in the end. Sister Agnes was told to keep these prophecies to herself for the time being, to wait for the right moment to share them. She was told that the message would become clear to the world at the appropriate time, but that time had not yet come. Throughout her visions, one of the recurring themes that emerged was the importance of prayer and penance. The Virgin Mary stressed that humanity needed to turn back to God, to embrace a life of prayer and repentance, and to seek forgiveness for the sins that were causing so much suffering in the world. Sister Agnes was instructed to share these messages with others, to encourage people to pray, and to offer their suffering for the salvation of souls. She was told that this prayer and penance would play a crucial role in averting the worst of the coming crisis. However, if humanity ignored these calls, the consequences would be severe. Mary warned of a time when people would face the full weight of their sins, and only through sincere repentance could they hope to escape the worst of what was to come. As we approach the year 2025, many people are beginning to ask, are the events Sister Agnes saw in her vision starting to unfold now? Could the prophecies she received be warnings for our time? There are several reasons why people are drawing connections between Sister Agnes' prophecies and the events of the present day. In recent years, the world has witnessed increasing turmoil, political instability, natural disasters, and a growing sense of moral decay. Some believe that these events are fulfilling the very warnings that Mary gave to Sister Agnes more than 50 years ago. The ongoing global challenges, combined with the rise of uncertainty in both the Church and the world, have led many to believe that the time Sister Agnes prophesied may indeed be upon us. Whether or not the specific events she foresaw will come to pass remains to be seen, but the growing sense of crisis in the world today has many wondering if these warnings were meant for our time. Sister Agnes Sasagawa's life and her extraordinary visions continue to inspire and challenge the faithful today. Whether the events she predicted are unfolding in real time, or whether they are a reminder of the importance of prayer and repentance in the face of difficult times, her message remains clear: humanity must return to God. Her experiences, beginning with the painful surgery that altered her life forever, eventually led her to become a messenger of hope and warning. Through her visions, she urged the world to turn back to prayer, to seek repentance, and to prepare for the challenges that lie ahead. As we look to the future, particularly to 2025, we must ask ourselves, are we heeding the call to prayer and penance? Are we prepared for the trials that may lie ahead? Sister Agnes's prophecies remind us that, regardless of what the future holds, the key to overcoming the challenges of our time lies in our faith and our commitment to following God's will.